Welcome to Truth and Transcendence. You can find all the other episodes on truthandtranscendence.com. This is a reminder that the average is just the average. And the whole point of the average is that it's the average, it's not everybody. So something that reminded me of this the other day, I like to entertain myself sometimes by looking at the charts for the value of silver bullion. And I'm guessing that quite a few people listening to this show do the same for whether it's silver bullion, gold, or whether it's your favorite stocks and shares or the oil price, whatever it might be. Looking at these charts can be really interesting and fun and, oh, what's it going to do next? And why is it doing that? And, I like it. But when you look at it, let's say the spot price of silver is £1,800 sterling. That doesn't mean that every bit of silver is worth £1,800 sterling. What it means is that's the average. And I did actually ask them once how they come up with the spot price. And it's a combination of deals that are going through with people buying and selling, combined with offers that are out there, people saying, I'll sell you my silver for this amount, or bids out there for people saying, I want to buy your silver for this amount. So this clever algorithm gathers all of this data and crunches it up and comes up with a spot price, which is a sort of an average type thing. But for that spot price to exist, there are people trading at above that and below that. Just like when you look at the average age of death in a population, that means that doesn't mean that most people die at that age. What it means is if you rationalize all of the ages at which people die, that's the average. So if the average is, say, 40, as it apparently was at one point in the past, you have to bear in mind the fact that lots and lots of people died as infants at that time, and many women died in childbirth. So in reality, you've got some people at 40, you've also got quite a few people at 60. You've also got people at 20. So this is really, why am I talking about this? Why is this an interest? Because in life, we look out at what's going on in the world. We try and take a view about what's happening and what the trends are. We try and understand the way things are going. And we can get a bit of a sense of the average. But that's all it is. Just because that's the average doesn't mean that we can't show up in a way that's way outside the average. Because actually, a lot of people are showing up way outside the average. So what that means is the average is purely a guide. It's purely a kind of foundational footprint off which you can bounce, like jumping off a trampoline. You can bounce off that trampoline in whichever direction you want. Just because the average is the average, that doesn't actually mean that you're limited in what you can then do. So that's something to think about across your week, and ask yourself, to what extent am I trying to conform with what I think the average is, which could be what I think is most acceptable, most normal, what people expect, what I've been able to do before, what other people like me are able to do, what people think, what people should be doing, etc., etc. How much are you allowing that to limit you? And how much are you allowing that to be something that you say, oh, that's interesting. So that's the average. So what that means is there's a wide band above and below that average where I can play. And I can even take a risk and go way outside that wide band even and see what happens. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. You can find all the other episodes on truthandtranscendence.com. If you are currently looking to step deeper into your calling and bring it more to life, you might like to jump on a clarity call with me, beingspace.world/clarity. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.